Taryn Gardner is an Israeli artist who lives and works in Milan. She's an artist and she will be starting her PhD at the M Node in 2011.
Thank you. Okay. I prepared a reflection, I think you can say that, about utopia in art. I didn't prepare anything. I mean, you can read it when it will be published and everything, but I prefer to talk about what is my question in the contemporary art as an artist as well. We can start with Dan Graham that said, all artists are alike. They dream of doing something that's more social, more collaborative, and more real than art. So I think that when we talk about utopia and art, we talk about social art. And today, social art has many names. It goes by socially engaged art, community-based art, experimental communities, dialogues art, blah, 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 collaborative art. The main, it's not too okay. Is it too strong? It's okay. The main art forms that I want to talk about, I want to question, we can say, is performance art and relational art. Performance art, as we all know, started in the 60s. It's a form of art where the artist do a performance, and this is art. He needs the audience in order to, he does it outside of the gallery, he goes outside, he does an action and a performance, and usually it doesn't make the audience feel very comfortable. Sometimes it can be positive, but usually it's something that makes you feel uncomfortable. It has critic side that is about social or something. The rational art started in the 19s. In the 90s is a little bit different. It also uses performance art in the way that it has to, it uses the performance the performance act, but it needs the audience, because usually the audience become the art, and also the audience very often become a sort of a community, and in this way they talk about utopia community that is created. At first, when you think about these two forms of art, they look quite similar in the way, but it's very different, because performance art goes on recalling postmodernism ideas. It wants to shock you. It wants to make you feel uncomfortable. It doesn't propose an absolute truth, while relational art usually wants to create a microtopia, a situation where people can be happy, can be hang out together. It's like a community that can be like a sort of utopia example. I would like to give some examples. I don't have but I can imagine that most of the examples that I'll talk about you know, and then you can see it later on. And it's a very interesting example of rational art is Phil Collins. He's an English artist that in 2004 he was invited to Jerusalem for an artist residence,